Conversations from the Zoom Room.
I'm curious to know what your advice is when people start panicking. What advice do you have for them to not panic?
Well, first of all, the first thing that I have to say is that in a moment of panic, we do not make the best decision. Before I have to make an important decision, I have to clear my mind. So for me, clearing my mind means pushing pause. So I usually go for a long walk, and I don't like to run. I go for a long walk, or I go into a bicycle ride, and as I do that, I start to think and I clear my mind. So the first thing that I suggest to everybody is that don't do or implement the first thing that comes to mind, because most likely it's going to be an impulsive decision, and you will probably regret it. And then right now you can take advantage of many different government-assisted type of program that most of the small business will qualify for. So there is no reason to fire people. There is no reason to let anybody go. And downsizing right now, letting your people go right now, number one, it will hurt them, and number two, is going to hurt your business long term. And so we're in this together, and right now is the moment that we need to tap in our saving account if we are a business owner like us, and we have to support our organization. You know, we made money, we save money, and I hope we're not running our company from paycheck. If you do today, you should not even be in business, quite honestly. So, you know, this is the moment of the truth. This is the moment where character is formed. This is the moment where we're going to be stronger, because we have the time to reflect, because we are forced to reflect. You know, and we've been running, you know, for all of these years. We've been chasing all of this growth year after year after year. And I think in many cases we lose sight. And I think in the worst of the negative of everything that is going on, the positive of all of this is the fact that we're forced to reflect, to pause, to be able to restart in a better way.
Yeah, that's a great point. Being grounded, you and I, is a rare thing, right? We're always traveling, We're going here, we're going there. You know, after 3 or 4 days home, I'm ready to go somewhere always. And this has definitely given me a chance to reflect and think about things, and you know, spend time looking at really what's truly important. And you know, I feel personally a sense of calm and a sense of resolve to you know, not just get through this, but come out the other end and really thrive. So a question for you is around optical merchandising in a post-COVID world. So what do you think the optical merchandising landscape will look like? Do you think it'll still be like browse a showroom? Do you think it'll be more personalized service?
Oh, I hope that finally what we've been preaching for years is going to happen, which is less is more, right? Less is more.
Yeah.
I envision the business of the future where the outside of the business is going to be as relevant as the inside of the business. Think about those parking lot of the practice tomorrow to become the actual virtual waiting room of the practice of the future. And think about the front desk operator to actually come and knock at your window when they're ready to help you, because the waiting room of a doctor office are not going to be relevant anymore. People are not going to be willing to stay in a waiting room full of people. They're going to expect a seamless experience. And so I envision that state-of-the-art personalized service where the patient is going to come in, there is no waiting time. They're going to go through the experience, medical experience, personalized selection experience. The pre-selection of the product is going to be probably done online, so that when they go in, they already know what their 5 choices are going to be. And visual merchandising has to be impeccable. Less is more. No more optical dispensary with 1,000 frames. No need for that. And you know, super visual merchandising, omni-channel experience, fully integrated storytelling, and state of the art. I mean, the future, right? I mean, I think this is a shift that is going to put us into the future of optical in retail. And me and you, we've been preaching this for years. And as I said before, Bill, the industry was doing too well to be forced into a change. You know, it was always, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna do it. And then they went back to their practice and they never implemented, right? For one reason or the other. Now we're gonna be forced to do that.
Yeah, no question. And you know, what's happened this last 2 weeks, honestly, is as I mentioned, we've received a lot of calls from people very desperate to continue their business by being online. I think the independent was really caught totally 100% unprepared to transact business online. So this is something that people are scrambling on right now. At Contentlinq in particular, we've really jumped to it and seen this as an expanded opportunity to help our clientele to really develop a true omni-channel experience. And with that in mind, we're launching our new selling app, which is called SHERPA, way ahead of schedule. We were scheduled to release it maybe at Vision Expo West, but we have new resolve. We've beefed up our development team. We're doing interviews with clients and partners really every day, many Zooms. And the whole idea with SHERPA is to create a selling app that will help the patient guide themselves to a certain extent through the optometric experience and the frame selection experience, and then really truly help the doctors and the opticians to serve them in a way that they can continue the relationship online. So if somebody doesn't want to come in and they want to order this frame or your frame with sunglasses, they can do that easily, right? Or if they want to do some new style selections, they can do that, or order contacts. So
I love it.
I think one of the big issues, considering the number of people who've been furloughed in optical locations, optometric practices, once this comes back and everybody's open for business, they're going to have staffing issues, right? There are not going to be enough staff. People will have gone to other jobs. I think to your point about letting people go, good people will find other work. And so the need for this level of consistency in the sales process and the ability for customers to self-discover brand storytelling and what products are right for them, and also to have consistent workflow is going to be humongous.
Conversations from the Zoom Room.